So how did the majority end up the minority in such a critical vote? Mike Viqueira spent the week, as always, on Capitol Hill. Perhaps you could explain.
Well, it is a very rare circumstance. You hardly ever saw it. I can't remember one circumstance where Republicans put themselves in the minority to vote like this. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi put this measure on the floor and has drawn the ire of a lot of core anti-war Democrats who want some retribution, and there's a lot of pressure on some of these members. Today, Nancy Pelosi and all of the House leadership held a press conference trying to portray as a success what most of those core supporters view as a capitulation and a cave-in. She said that even as she opposed the measure on the floor as it put under consideration, she says it's a new direction. She says it is a step in the right direction. One of her top lieutenants, Rahm Emanuel, who voted for the measure, said it is the end of the blank check. Well, a lot of people say that is simply not the case, including Barack Obama.
Allow me an observation here.
Please.
140 House Democrats voted against this. 86 voted for it. How can this possibly be claimed a victory if the majority still lost?
Just this way. They say that this is the first time the president is going to be held accountable, and the Iraqi government, through these benchmarks, these 18 benchmarks, are going to be held accountable. But they're talking about the longer big picture in their political and legislative strategy here. They're talking about keeping the pressure on, as they say they have done all year long, on Republicans. And they say, look how far Republicans have come. Look how the arc of this debate has changed. Now Republicans keep talking about September, signaling that this is when how long the president has, how long the Iraqi government has, how long the American military has to really turn this thing around on the ground in Iraq.
There will be obviously other measures coming forward over the course of the next several months. Where do you see the next battle playing out, and do Democrats have any better chance in those future battles than they had in
Well, that's one of the things that Democrats wanted to let us know today, and that is in the next 3-4 months they're going to have another supplemental spending bill on the floor. They're going to have another regular defense spending bill on the floor. They're going to have a vote on repealing the 2002 war authorization that the president got to begin with. And incidentally, in that vote in 2002, almost identical in terms of the Democratic Party breakdown on that vote. So they're saying, we are chipping away here, and we are not going to stop. They're not portraying it as a temporary setback. Privately, they will admit that this is a temporary setback, but their argument is, look, our hands were tied. We did not have the votes for an override.